Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing a little update on the 99 Ski-Doo 440 MXZ. I picked this up recently for 1,200 bucks and I'm considering tearing the engine apart, but I'm not really sure. So I thought I'd make a video before I dive too deep into it and see what, I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay, so the reason I might want to do that is because of a knock in the engine, or what I perceive to be a knock in the engine. But then at the same time, it runs really, really well. I went and we had a bit of snow the other day. I was able to take it for a quick rip, not very far, like up and down my driveway and just kind of turn around and shit. But anyhow, I'll show you, for if you didn't watch the first video I showed it on. The sled's in not great shape, but whatever, for a fucking ditch banger to get out and enjoy. It's got a little break right here. Oops. And then underneath the tunnel is another one, which I'll see if I can show that wherever that was. I don't even remember. Somewhere up under, oh, maybe up under there. Yeah, I think that was it. Other than that, like, the underneath is in good shape. A couple of spiders under there. Let's pop the hood and start it, and you guys give me your thoughts. Hold on, I'm gonna get this open. If you would do that or not, because, like, yeah, I don't know. Also, for a little update purposes, I fixed the wiring. The lights weren't working when I got it. The wiring under here was all chewed up. I didn't make a video on it, but anyway, I reattached wires. It's not overly complicated. Let's see, but like, I've got it running great now. This is a cold start, but I might have to put my phone down, but we'll see. Oh, come on, baby. Maybe it's in my garage. It's pretty warm, so it may not choke. Nah, it needs choke. Fix the light. And the headlight. So the headlight's on now. But the problem is that it sounds like rod knock. I don't know if the video picked that up or not, like what sounds like banging, but I wouldn't expect it to run so smooth. But I'm thinking, I don't know. Let me get some tools and we'll figure this out. Okay, so I removed a couple of screws here off camera, just to make life easier, because they were a bitch to get to. Not really a bitch, but anyway, they were not as easy as this shit right here. So looks like we got a couple of 1/2-inch bolts here for this cover plate. Oh, there goes that washer. In case you wondered, that one was actually an extra they installed on the factory floor. They didn't need it. It's fucking cold in here now. But let's go ahead and get these off. And see, we don't want to drop the extras this time. Yeah. Oh, I see there's a rubber washer there too. Better put those up here. Now normally I go ahead and I watch some shit on YouTube first to try to get an idea from somebody that at least half-ass knows what they're doing. But this time I decided to go ball deep on this bitch with no clue what the hell I'm doing. I'm not a mechanic, but I sharpened the blade on my lawnmower one time. So, no, actually I do pretty well. I rebuilt my little car. I do all my own work on my truck. But sometimes that's because it's fun to do shit, but also because I'm cheap as fuck. Okay. Oh, there's a screw on the other side still. Fucking cunt. See if we can take care of that. Oh, there's... Oh, shit. There's a bunch of them. Let me pause you guys. I'll get those off and then we'll get back to it. Okay. I got that off. That was a pain in the ass. Little screws all around it you had to get rid of. But that's it, basically. Been a little bit chewed up by some mice. Some fuckers. I already predetermined what was going on here. Which, shit, I didn't bring an extension. Nope. So, we actually got to grab an extension for this piece of surgery to work. Okay, moving along. So, like I said, I'm not a fucking mechanic. But my thought process on this was that, and I realized that I'm talking about problems in the lower end, but I'm like, if there's play in the piston, I don't know. I've never pulled apart a snowmobile engine, to be honest with you. So I'm going to advise that people don't watch anything I'm doing as a fucking tutorial. But yeah, I was thinking, like, if I look in and there's like play in the piston, then that might be an indication that some shit went wrong. Worst case, you know, I'm out my $1,200 sled, I suppose. But let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna have to. Nope. No whack-a-mole required. Okay. So let's. I'm gonna very carefully look at that. Good. It's getting oil. A little bit of carbon buildup. I just heard something fall, so that's good. I like it when that happens. And got lots of oil. And yeah. So let me grab the camera and let's look in there with the flashlight and see what we see. All right, let's. Yeah, a lot of carbon buildup, which is okay, I suppose. I see some scoring on the cylinder wall, which is like cross hatching, I think, though. Not like bad scoring, like good. Yeah, the ring looks like it's making good contact all the way around. I'm probably an idiot. You probably cannot actually do a damn thing like this. Let's put it at the bottom. A little smoke, but the cylinder wall looks fantastic. In my opinion, I don't see any kind of like gouging or anything like that. Obviously, the piston could use a little bit of a cleanup. See, I was hoping that there would be some way to know without fucking pulling the whole damn engine apart. Yeah. I wonder if I just post this and some motherfucker on here that knows about this shit would be like, oh yeah, that's perfect, or not perfect. I don't know. I really don't want to pull apart the whole engine on a hunch, is the thing, right? Like, I don't know how much noise these make on a good day. So, like, is a little rattling in there that big of a deal? Fuck. Hold on. I'm trying to get this off so we can have some access to look at some shit. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know why they can't make this shit so you can look in. Yeah. So, like, it definitely sounds like a knock from the engine. Not that this engine, I think, is like a crazy big deal, but ultimately, say if I leave it alone, could I do more damage? Or is it kind of, if the damage is done, the damage is done? Like, is there going to be a catastrophic failure? I don't know. Fucking mice. I see little mouse shit. There's the brake right there. I was telling you in the bottom. This is, so I'm going to put a piece of aluminum and a couple of rivets. Try to fix that up a bit. Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe I should stop there until I either hear back from somebody on here or go on YouTube and watch a video of what all is entailed in pulling this apart. Like, realistically, I think I want to get the jug off to see what the piston's doing. So I'd have to pull the carburetor, and then, yeah, so what do we got? Let me move this motherfucker over here. Oh, and I'll show you guys something else I bought. Cool. Maybe you might have saw it. It is pretty cool anyway. Yeah, so I'd have to pull the carburetor, and then I think this would actually just lift right off. But there's like this housing with the exhaust. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to do some research on YouTube. But by all means, if somebody knows what the fuck they're talking about and you want to leave me a comment, I would appreciate it. But anyways, I'll show you this before I go. That's just, fuck, I've got so much shit. It's hard to find anywhere to put my shit. So I bought this off a dude for 200 bucks. Hold on, let me show you what the fuck this does, in case you never saw one. Sorry, guys. Anyway, there, good enough. That is a fucking add-a seat right there. So it's actually got to move forward. It's going to move forward basically, I think, up to line right there. But it'll go whomp and makes a one-seat snowmobile into a two-seater in case you want to throw your bitch on the back. Sorry, bitches, I wasn't trying to be rude. I meant that in a nice way. But it's called a seat jack. I bought it for, maybe 240 bucks or whatever it was. Used on Marketplace, but they're like delivered to the door here in Canada. It would have been like almost $700, like tax and shipping and everything. So for a couple $100, it means that you can bring a friend, get a handy on the road, or I don't know, whatever you're into. Just, it adds a seat to a snowmobile that doesn't have an extra seat. So, and it's removable once you get the track installed, but the track's a little bit rusty. So I don't know how well that's going to work, but these are supposed to unscrew, releasing it from the track so you can take the seat off when you don't want it. And anyway, so this just bolts in from underneath. So yeah, I kind of like that. And that's it. Now I took my snowmobile apart and it's all fucked up. On the up note though, I did take my bike out for a spin yesterday. So I went and I hit some trails in the snow and mud. That was pretty sick. Cold as fuck, but sick. Anyway, that's it. I appreciate anyone that's actually watched it this far. I don't know why you would. All I do is swear a lot and I didn't actually accomplish anything. But if you did make it this far, I imagine you at least somewhat liked the video. So I'd appreciate a like and a comment if you want. If you got some 2 cents to throw in the bucket here on what's going on with the engine, fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like, it fires right up. You guys saw it. It fires up like a couple pulls, whatever. So for $1,200, do you just send it and enjoy it for the season? Or do you, before we really get into winter, well, I got a chance, pull it apart and see what it needs? I don't know. Whatever. You guys let me know your thoughts. I'll always appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys.